Moving to item number 9, pretty exciting one for us, the Bridge Street widening project.
Sierra, could you please pull up the next presentation? Thank you. So this is an exciting one, the adoption of CEQA for the Bridge Street widening project, another milestone for this project. So as you all know, we're proposing to widen Bridge Street between Gray Avenue and Cooper Avenue. And as we were fortunate to receive money through the California Transportation Commission for $2.8 million to help fund this project in order to place this on the May agenda for the CTC for allocation. We need to be able to provide that the environmental document has been approved by council. And so Yuba City was the lead agency for CEQA compliance. We contracted with Provost and Pritchard in May of 2018 to prepare the initial study / mitigated negative declaration. The ISM&D was filed with the State Clearinghouse on December 7th, 2018 and circulated for public review through January 7th, 2019. We did receive comments from the Feather River Air Quality Management District and the Central Valley Regional Water Quality Control Board. We also consulted with the Native American tribes as required by Assembly Bill 52, and mitigation measures were included in the ISM&D to address all comments. It should be noted that the project is not anticipated to result in any significant impacts. So an alternative is to not adopt the ISM&D. We don't recommend that. We would like you to proceed forward with adoption, and then that way we can take this item to the CTC in May so that we can finalize getting that grant. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the council? Mr. Kirchner? Seeing no questions, any comments from the public in the audience? Yes.
Hi, yes, my name's Heather Essman. I was wondering, this project, I believe several years ago, was supposed to have started by March, and I'm not sure what the delay was. Is there any explanation as to?
So we have, this project's been a long time in the making in terms of acquiring all the properties on the north side. We then prepared a design, and then last fall we came back to council because we had worked with a consultant through a grant through SACOG that reevaluated that design for us and came up with some recommendations to modify the design to make it more appropriate with the neighborhood. And so with that, we went back and modified it a little bit to provide more of a buffer between the travel lanes and the homes, to try to put measures in place to help reduce the speeds through that section. So we've gone through that process of updating the plans. And then also in addition to that, we applied for the CTC grant. And so we were waiting to see if we were going to be awarded the CTC grant. And so we're very happy that we were awarded the CTC grant because that will help pay for about half of this project. So there's been several things that have kind of led us to this point. And also I just want to, to manage expectations. As we move forward with this project, we receive the final authorization for the CTC grant. Most likely we would be bidding this project later in the fall to try to capture the best bid rates as contractors are trying to schedule their work for the next year. And so depending upon whether it's a wet winter or a dry winter, you could see some underground construction activities start, or you could see like the block wall along the north side of Bridge Street start. But the true road construction, where you're really getting into the depth of rebuilding the road, I would not expect to see start until next spring, just because of the duration, the amount of time it's going to take to do that rebuild and having to move traffic over from one side to the other. And that's not an operation you want to start and then have to stop midway. So in all likelihood, completion of that project at best would probably be the end of 2022. And that's assuming that we're bidding this fall.
Appreciate that update. Any other comments from the audience? City Clerk?
No public comment.
Before we go for the roll call vote, just want to make sure that we appreciate getting the extra time to have the consultant talk about the different features that were possible over there. I think that at the end of the day is going to make for a better project overall. And I also, huge congratulations on the grant funding. I mean, that's $2.8 million bucks.
That engineering team's been hitting it out of the park in
Yes, they
terms
have.
of getting grants
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah, they sure have.
Yeah.
Okay. Council.
Let me try this one again. Thank you. I move to adopt a resolution adopting the initial study mitigated and negative declaration for the Bridge Street widening project. I think I have the right one now. Yeah,
Second.
thank you.
All right, I have a motion by Councilwoman Espandola, second by Councilman Harris. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Espandola,
Yes.
Councilmember Harris,
Yes.
Councilmember Kirchner. Yes. Vice Mayor Shaw,
Aye.
Mayor Baumgarten.
Aye. All right, passes unanimously.